What's going on, Capricorn? I hope you're doing very well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for May 2022. So in this reading, Capricorn, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for May. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming for May 2022, and we're also going to get some advice and messages from your angels and spirit guides, and also much more. So before we begin, I'd like to let you know, Capricorn, that you're definitely very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I appreciate you taking the time to check this reading out. And if you feel that it resonates with you, then definitely smash that like button and subscribe if you have not already for future updates. That'd be greatly appreciated over here. I've also pre-shuffled some oracle cards as we go through this reading, and we will be clarifying these cards as we move through as well. Also, for the returning viewers, as you can see, I'm on camera today, so this is a little bit different for me. So let me know what you think of this new style of video of reading in the comments below, and I'll definitely check out your comments. But without further ado, Capricorn, let's pull the energy and see what wants to come through for May 2022. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Capricorn. Give me a sec, Capricorn. We'll lay out these cards and see what wants to come through here for you. All right. So, Capricorn, in your opportunity for May 2022, you have the Four of Pentacles. All right, so maybe saving up some money for some of you. For others of you, it's going to be pulling back your energy from a person, place, or thing, right? Kind of remaining a little bit nonchalant, or remaining a little bit guarded, pulling your resources back, making sure that you don't have a lot of energy leakages is basically the opportunity. We're going to have to see as we move on. And your challenge, though, is the Four of Swords. And, the challenge is to remain still, to really think about your life from maybe a new perspective, and maybe take time out for yourself, because your opportunity is to kind of pull your energy back, maybe be a little bit more selfish with your energy in a positive way. That's good for you, but it's challenging for you to maybe do that, right? 4-4, the number 4 is all about stability. And in your overall general energy, it looks pretty good. I mean, we have the Four of Wands, right? What's with all these fours? 4-4-4. Overall general energy, we have the Four of Wands, we have the Hermit, and we also have the 10 of Cups here. So what I sense here is a lot of you guys, maybe really focusing on your home life. Even if you live in your own apartment by yourself, Capricorn, like there's this feeling of tightening up the space, customizing it, doing what you have to do to feel welcome in your own space. Because I kind of feel like there's this energy of you, giving something to other people that it's not really required of you to give, and it's kind of like an energy leakage, right? That's why the opportunity here is the Four of Pentacles. So there could be an energy of like, it really could be like if you have children, like just like them just like being like, I want this $1,000 Mac, and I want this basketball court, and you're just gonna be like, listen, can't afford it, all right? But no, hold on. That would create trauma in your child. Don't say that, okay? If this is the case, help your children realize that they can create what they want, all right? Because that was a trauma point in my life where I was like, Dad, I want this slip and slide. And he's like, it's just bullshit with money. So I'm not saying that. Basically what I'm saying, even if you don't have children, here, Capricorn. I feel like there's one or two perhaps individuals that like are literally just getting in your space and causing you to feel weird. Now, this could be you're literally living in a roommate. You have a roommate and you're just like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Maybe I need to get my own space. Maybe I need to really focus on the people who really care about me. There's this feeling of Capricorn, like, because the centerpiece to what you don't see coming, you have the 10 of Swords, and what you don't see coming, you also have the 5 of Swords, and what you don't see coming, you also have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so looking at the work that you've done, also in your challenge, maybe to do that, to recognize your own value. I kind of feel like maybe there's an energy vampire that comes to an end this month, basically. 5 of Swords to the 10 of Swords, like, and what you don't see coming, this is not, like, I really don't sense the energy of anyone, causing you harm, because traditionally the 5 of Swords, 10 of Swords, that could be like a very drastic energy. Like, that could be a destructive ending in your life. I just feel for you, especially with the opportunity, it's pulling back from anyone that you feel is draining your energy. If I could just put it simply enough before we start clarifying, it's an energy of like creating stability in your home life, but in order to do that, it's pulling your energy back from someone. This could literally just be like a nosy neighbor who is like, sometimes I'm such a hermit where I want to go out to my car, I want to drive, but the dude who lives across the street from me, he just wants to talk my freaking ear off, man. And I'm like, I don't want to have this conversation right now, basically. So I'm going to stay in my house, wait for him to go inside, then I'm going to go into my car. Now, maybe that's my own freaking issue, probably, okay? But basically, it's a similar thing for you. Apply it to your own situation, all right? So we're going to have to clarify to see what this is. But we move here to the advice from your spirit guides. And first of all, we have the Queen of Cups as the advice. And the Queen of Cups is that motherly energy who can really just kind of let it slide. Like, I wouldn't take anything personally if you have an energy vampire. I would just say do what you got to do to get out of this. The Magician here, you also have the Ace of Pentacles in your advice from Spirit, though. So basically, I feel like your resources could be better used, okay? Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, Magician. There's something here in the advice for you about really looking with the Queen of Cups, like, am I giving too much money away to someone? Like, do they really deserve this? Like, I'm going to be very kind. So basically be kind, okay? Like, you don't want to fight fire with fire in this reading. If there's an energy drainer, you're not going to beat this person by just telling them, like, hey, I can't do this anymore. It has to be a very subtle thing. It has to be something where maybe you create a win-win for someone else. You help them get a deal that works. Ace of Pentacles. Maybe you do offer something to someone, but you change the way that you've been offering it. So like maybe it's like, once again, I don't know why I'm getting this, but you have children, it's like create a new code where it's like, if you do this, then you're allowed to, then we can do this or that. But because it's someone's draining your energy. And in the Magician and the advice from Spirit, says that you have the ability to change this. Everything's on the table for you to change this, but I just sense your challenge is to really think about it deeply, basically. So this is one of those readings where we're going to have to clarify to really see what's going on, but I'm basically just saying what wants to come through. Now, I've pre-shuffled some oracle cards here for you to help you move through this reading. You have Jwal Kul, Dharma Unfolding. Dharma Unfolding. Dharma is the Sanskrit word for purpose in life. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. And I think that's pretty crucial. Take one step at a time to happiness. Basically, there's a step that's right in front of you, pulling your energy back from something that will make you more happy. But I just sense that there's this feeling of like someone's going to be maybe unhappy with it, or maybe it's your own guilt about doing this. You also have Green Tara, okay, energetic protection. Set energetic boundaries here. You are protected. Cords are being cut, okay? Move beyond limitation and trust. So there's an energetic cord, an unhealthy energetic cord you have with someone here, okay? And it needs to go away. It needs to be something where you figure out a way to do this in a calm way. The Magician to the Queen of Cups, right? Don't fight fire with fire here. Just protect yourself. Maybe you need to get some tourmaline, all around your house. You also have Master Buddha, increased awareness, okay? So deep connection, trust your inner voice here, Capricorn, okay? Trust your inner voice. If there just something doesn't seem right to you, then at the very least, pull back your energy and assess from there. Don't just keep doing the same thing over and over again. That makes you unhappy. Because you know what Albert Einstein says, that the definition of an insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. Basically, you can't do that anymore. So I don't know what this is, Capricorn, but let's go ahead and keep going. I want to clarify why the Four of Pentacles is here in your opportunity, right? To pull back, cut that energy out. I mean, damn, this could be pretty intense. So you have the Death card coming right out of the deck. This essentially says your opportunity is to just like, to very calmly assert your power. Death to the Four of Pentacles. Like if you have a leakage, you just got to cut it off, basically. And basically, I want you to realize that for some of you, this is going to be major, because the Death card is a major arcana card. And the only other major arcana card you have is the Magician and the Hermit. So, you know, but for others of you, this could literally be something as like looking at like your credit card bill and realizing that you're just leaking energy everywhere. And nope, coming to an end. If you can't figure it out, you're calling the credit card company today. And you're like, listen, I don't know what this charge is, but we got to get it over with, okay? But you're the Queen of Cups. You're not like just a dick, basically. So, okay, let's go ahead and move on to in your overall general energy. We do have like, and like, I basically sense that this is a quick, easy readjustment, but maybe you're making it into a bigger thing. Maybe I am, okay? But basically, it's this feeling of a quick fix to make sure that your energy isn't being drained anymore. Because you have this awareness that it is being drained now, and you have to protect yourself, because that's the type of shit that interferes with your karma. It's the little things, you know? Basically, like, this is one of those things where in order to create success in your life, it's all about doing those things that like literally make no difference, but they make a difference over time. So it's like, why would I drink like green juice? Like, why would I drink like kale every day? It's not because if I do it one time, it's gonna make a difference. It's if I do it every day. So for you, it's like this thing where you're doing something every day where maybe you're letting your energy be drained, and you're not really seeing the benefit to putting your foot down and just pulling back, because you're like, I don't really think it's going to make a difference, but I'm telling you, it's your dharma. It is going to make a difference, and it's one step at a freaking time, guys. So maybe there's this energy of not doing the things you know you need to do. It's kind of what I'm picking up on for some of you, Capricorn. But let's go ahead and clarify why the Hermit is here, because I want just a little bit more information. I don't sense you're going to have a bad month here at all. I think like there's probably a lot of exciting things in love. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot going on, but basically this wanted to come through for a reason. Energy leakages. Maybe it's talking, maybe it's literally, you know, someone who you're trying to date who you clearly set a boundary with, and they're just not leaving you alone. And so you're going to have to maybe take a more different approach to it. But let's basically see why the Hermit is here for you, Capricorn. Why is the Hermit here in your overall general energy? Why is the Hermit here? Okay, the Hermit is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles here, and it's really interesting because the Seven of Pentacles is here in what you don't see coming. It's coming out again for the Hermit in your overall general energy. So yeah, it's pulling back your resources, something that you've worked hard to create. You know, it's like, it's literally like that type of thing where like, use this as an example and apply it to your life. Like for me, I'm good with boundaries in my life. Like the amount of people that have my phone number, I mean, I have clients, but beyond that, it's like 10 people, like literally, like a little bit more than that. But I can set boundaries like a motherfucker. But besides the neighbor, if I go out and he's there, it's like I literally, it's the one step at a time thing where it's my shadow coming back at me. It's like I already dealt with the boundaries. I've already created this positive home environment for me, but that effing neighbor, man. So it's like one of those things. Does this make sense? You have to apply this to your situation, Capricorn, because you're in the midst of setting up a long-term successful foundation, and you already have it for a lot of you, basically, or you're on the path to it, but it's one step at a time. You know, in order to create this, if you're very far away from this, it's like drinking the kale juice every day. Like, why do we do it every day? Because or it's like going to the gym. It's like you don't get results one time. You get it from over and over and over, doing it over and over again. So maybe you've been setting boundaries good, but there's just one thing that is haunting you this month. And it could have to do with love, whatever it is for some of you. But basically, let's go ahead and move on. I want to clarify why the why the Four of Swords is here in your challenge. Because for some reason, I don't think I'm getting it yet. It's like challenging for you to do this, to pull back, basically. Why is the Four of Swords here for Capricorn? In your challenge. Four of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands in your challenge. So maybe it's like you don't know where to go from here. Or it's like maybe, you know, the feeling is in your challenge is that someone's going to keep stalking you even if you set a boundary, basically. So it's like if you tell your kids no, like we're not getting that toy today, you know that they're like, well, how the hell am I going to make them get it? Like, the world is in my hands. Like, I'm still going to try. It's like I tell that neighbor, bro, I'm not talking to you today, okay, boss? He's going to keep trying to talk to me. It's that type of thing, okay? So it's like this energy of whoever you're ending it with, whoever you're setting a boundary with, they're not going away. Five of Swords are like, oh, you think it's over, Capricorn? Ha ha ha. No, it's not. But then you're going to be like, oh, you didn't know I'm a magician, I guess. You didn't know I'm a magician. You didn't know I'm more balanced than you. Like, basically, someone's trying to bait you into a reaction. This could be a relationship. This could be a boss at work. You're basically, the overall energy of this reading, you're trying to set a boundary that will help you. Maybe you're dealing with an energy vampire or something like that. And so this is a very strange message to come through. Now, what I will clarify is this Five of Swords and what you don't see coming. Oh, there's a Five of Swords here for you, Capricorn. Let's see. Okay, and sometimes, like, you don't want to try to avoid something. If you're trying to set a boundary, you just ignore it, basically. So, I don't know. Why is the Five of Swords here? Okay, the Five of Swords is clarified by the Three of Cups here. So this person basically feels like, or this situation, like someone feels like they're left out of all the fun. So the Five of Swords is looking over here. So someone wants to join your party, and you're like, literally like, bro, I can't do this. So this could literally be like a boss at work who wants to push the boundaries of the role that they're in. Or it's like a neighbor that wants to push the boundaries. It's a child that wants to push the boundaries. It's a romantic partner that wants to push the boundaries. And as soon as you hit the boundary, they're like in this drama where they're like, well, you didn't invite me to the party anymore, Capricorn. Why didn't you invite me to the party? I thought that I was cool. And you're basically just dealing with a door box, basically. So this, like, you think that helping this person or going with this energy that you know is draining you is good for the person. You're not doing them a favor, okay, by doing this. My neighbor across the street, you think I'm doing him a favor by, like, pushing my own boundaries away and just talking to him? Because, no, it's going to give the impression that he can just do that with everyone. And maybe he does do that with everyone and other people don't have a problem talking to him. I'm just very set with my boundaries, and I feel like that's how you are as well, Capricorn. So, like, it's a strange reading, not the typical type of thing that wants to come through. But what you don't see coming is, like, you're like, I have my resources, I'm not sharing it with you anymore. Sorry. Basically, someone's upset, they're a little bit immature, they may try to get back at you in a weird way. So just be aware of this stuff. It's kind of weird. Protect your energy, Supreme Protection, Green Tara, remember. Dharma as well. This could be a soul contract thing that just needs to come to an end. Because they're disturbing your peace, literally. It's like, yeah. Okay, let's see why the Magician is here in the advice from Spirit for you. Why is the Magician here for you, Capricorn? Why is the Magician in the advice from Spirit? Yeah, it's you're like, this energy leakage is basically blocking your destiny, and you didn't realize it yet. That's why Dharma, the first oracle card, Dharma unfolding, the Magician is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. It's literally part of your destiny to cut this person out or to set this boundary, basically, Capricorn. And if you don't do it, basically what you're not understanding is that little things add up. And it makes sense why I got caught up in that rant before about 1% things. It's like, you're not, like, you're basically making this boundary issue seem like it's no big, oh, like, whatever, dude. Like, the dude wants to talk to me for like 5 minutes a day, whatever. No, because what you allow yourself to do, it subconsciously tells you what you think you deserve. So it's like, there's something here about where you're really meant to be in life that's going to happen. I feel like you're on the path. It's just about this month. It's just calmly asserting your boundary, basically, if I could sum it up in one state. And you have to trust your inner voice here. Now, there's a deal that maybe you want to work out with someone. If someone is just really not leading you away, Ace of Pentacles, it's like maybe you no, I don't think you should do this. But basically, to give you an example, it's like, you know, the neighbor tries to talk to me, right? And I'm like, hey, dude, I'm not gonna like pay. Like, you'd be surprised what $5 can do to someone, by the way. This is weird. What the fuck am I doing? Basically, what I'm saying is like, hey, do you know Joe lives down the road too? You start talking about someone else, or like the Ace of Pentacles, you start getting them excited about something else to where they can go drain other energy, to where it's not you. So you incentivize them. I'm not saying with literal money probably, but you focus on yourself as well. If it's not that bullshit that is for some of you, but for others of you, it's just like you have to realize that you have a destiny, like maybe a new project that you're wanting to start, but this energy drainage is just blocking it. Once again, it could literally be simply as like your partner is making demands, financial demands, that like, it's like, hey, part of this money I was going to buy something to do my dream with, but because of that leakage, because you're not setting the boundary, you just can't afford to do it. So you're not seeing the detrimental effect of this energy leakage, but you are now, hopefully. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading, Capricorn. Hope that you enjoyed this setup. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Also, if you want more information on your situation or your life in general, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find the information on that in the description box underneath this video. Always a pleasure to do those readings with you guys. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you next time, Capricorn. Have a great day.